In the very beginning, before there was anything else, there was chaos. Chaos was a vast, dark, and empty void. It was a formless nothingness, the origin of everything, where time, space, and matter did not yet exist. Chaos was both a place and a state of being, a cosmic soup of potential waiting to be realized. From chaos, the first primordial being emerged, Gaia, the earth. Gaia was the foundation of all life and creation. She was not just the physical earth, but also a living entity, a nurturing presence that would become the mother of everything. Gaia had the power to give life and shape to the universe. Her presence brought stability and form to the void of chaos. Tartarus was both a place and a deity. As a place, it was a deep abyss, a dark and gloomy region far beneath the earth, later used as a dungeon for the wicked. As a force, Tartarus represented the darker, mysterious parts of existence, the underworld and the unknown. Eros was the embodiment of love and desire. Eros was not just romantic love but the force that drives creation and procreation. The presence of Eros meant that all things could come together and create life. Eros's power was crucial for the universe to evolve from a state of chaos into a world full of beings and structures. Erebus represented the deep darkness, the shadowy realm that lies between Earth and Tartarus. Erebus was the dark silence that filled the spaces between all things, the void that existed alongside light and life. Nyx was the goddess of the night. She was a shadowy figure, powerful and mysterious, who cast a veil of darkness over the universe. Her presence brought the cycles of night and day, marking the passage of time. As Gaia emerged from chaos, she felt a need to create life and expand the universe. From within herself, she brought forth Uranus, the sky. Uranus enveloped Gaia, covering her with a dome of stars and light. This union of earth and sky marked the beginning of the ordered universe. From their union, Gaia and Uranus bore many children, the most notable being the Titans. The Titans were giant and powerful deities who embodied the forces of nature and the universe. They were the first generation of gods and laid the foundation for the subsequent generations of deities. Oceanus, the Titan of the great, encircling river that was believed to surround the earth. Tethys, the goddess of the nourishing flow of fresh water, who married Oceanus. Hyperion, the Titan of light, often associated with the sun. Thea, the goddess of sight and the bright blue sky, who married Hyperion. Ceus, the Titan of intellect and the axis of heaven around which the constellations revolved. Phoebe, the goddess of the oracle and prophetic wisdom, who married Ceus. Cronus, the youngest and most ambitious Titan, who would eventually overthrow his father, Uranus. Rhea, the goddess of fertility and motherhood, who would become the mother of the Olympian gods. Mnemosyne, the goddess of memory and the mother of the muses. Themis, the Titaness of divine law and order. Crius, the Titan associated with the constellations and the measure of the year. Iapetus, the Titan of mortality and father of Prometheus, Epimetheus, and Atlas. In addition to the Titans, Gaia and Uranus also had other children, including the Cyclopes, 3 one-eyed giants, skilled craftsmen. The Centimanes, 3 giants with 100 hands and 50 heads, representing the sheer force of nature. Despite their immense power, Uranus feared his children, particularly the Cyclopes and the Centimanes, because of their formidable appearance and potential strength. In his fear, Uranus imprisoned them deep within Gaia, causing her great pain and suffering. He pushed them into the depths of the earth, preventing them from seeing the light of day. Gaia was heartbroken by the imprisonment of her children. She could not bear the agony of their suffering and devised a plan to free them and overthrow Uranus. She called upon her Titan children to help her in this endeavor. Among them, Cronus, the youngest and most daring Titan, agreed to aid his mother in her plan to overthrow Uranus and free his siblings. Gaia created a large sickle and convinced her youngest son, Cronus, to use it. Cronus ambushed Uranus and castrated him, throwing his severed parts into the sea. From the blood that fell on the earth, the Erinyes, the Furies, giants, and Nelii, the ash tree nymphs were born. From the sea foam that surrounded his severed parts, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, emerged. With Uranus defeated, Cronus became the ruler of the cosmos. He married his sister Rhea, and together they had many children: Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus. Under Cronus's rule, the world experienced what is often referred to as the Golden Age. This was a time of peace, prosperity, and harmony. There was no need for laws or rules because everyone did the right thing naturally. Humans and gods lived close to one another, and there was no suffering or hard labor. Despite this blissful period, Cronus lived in fear of a prophecy that stated he would be overthrown by one of his own children, just as he had overthrown his father Uranus. To prevent this, Cronus took a drastic measure: he swallowed each of his children as soon as they were born. Rhea, Cronus's wife, was devastated by the loss of her children. When she was about to give birth to her youngest child Zeus, she devised a plan to save him. Rhea gave birth to Zeus in secret and hid him in a cave on the island of Crete. Instead of Zeus, she handed Cronus a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes, which he swallowed, thinking it was his son. Zeus was nurtured by the nymphs and protected by his mother's allies. As he matured, he became strong and wise, learning about his siblings trapped inside Cronus and the prophecy that he was destined to fulfill. Zeus vowed to free his siblings and overthrow Cronus to restore order and justice to the universe. With the help of his mother, Rhea, and his grandmother, Gaia, Zeus forced Cronus to vomit up his siblings who had been swallowed. With Zeus growing in strength and knowledge, the stage was set for a great revolt against Cronus. Zeus's upbringing and preparation laid the groundwork for the Titanomachy, the epic battle between the Titans and the Olympian gods, which would determine the future rulers of the cosmos. Olympians, led by Zeus, this group included his siblings Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. They also had the support of other gods and divine beings who were against Cronus. Titans, led by Cronus, the Titans were powerful and numerous. Not all Titans supported Cronus; some like Prometheus and his brother Epimetheus sided with Zeus. Zeus and his siblings prepared for battle. They knew they needed powerful allies, so they freed the Cyclopes, the one-eyed giants, and Centimanes, the giants with 100 hands, from Tartarus, where they had been imprisoned by Cronus. In gratitude, the Cyclopes forged powerful weapons for the Olympians. Zeus received the thunderbolt, a mighty and fearsome weapon. Poseidon got the trident, which could shake the earth and create storms. Hades was given a helmet of invisibility, allowing him to move unseen. The war, known as the Titanomachy, took place over 10 long years. The battlefield was vast and chaotic, with earth-shaking battles and powerful clashes of divine beings. The initial battles were fierce but inconclusive. Both sides had immense strength and powers. The earth trembled, the seas roared, and the skies were lit with lightning as the Olympians and Titans fought. With their new weapons, the Olympians started to gain an advantage. Zeus's thunderbolt was especially devastating, able to strike down Titans with incredible force. The Centimanes, with their 100 hands, hurled massive boulders at the Titans, overwhelming them. In the final and decisive battle, Zeus, the king of the gods, used strategy rather than just strength to win. Prometheus, who used to be on the Titans' side, switched allegiances and helped Zeus. Zeus had the Centimanes, giant beings with 100 hands, hide and prepare to attack the Titans. At the right moment, Zeus pulled back his troops, making it look like they were retreating. This lured the Titans into the trap set by the Centimanes. Then, the Centimanes began throwing hundreds of boulders at the Titans with such intensity that it seemed like mountains were collapsing on them. Poseidon used his trident to create massive earthquakes and storms, and Hades, wearing his helmet of invisibility, moved unseen to strike down key Titans. Overwhelmed and frightened, the Titans fled, allowing Zeus to claim victory and become the ruler of the universe. After 10 years of fierce battle, the Olympians, led by Zeus, finally defeated the Titans in the epic war known as the Titanomachy. The Titans, who once ruled the cosmos, were imprisoned in Tartarus, the deep abyss of the underworld, to ensure they could never rise to power again. With the Titans defeated, it was time for the Olympians to establish their rule. The Olympian gods were primarily the children of Cronus and Rhea, who were part of the first generation of gods known as the Titans. The main Olympians were Zeus, the king of the gods, ruler of the sky and thunder. Poseidon, the god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses. Hades, the god of the underworld and the dead. Hestia, the goddess of hearth, home, and domestic life. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and fertility. Hera, the goddess of marriage and family, and Zeus's wife. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades decided to divide the realms of the universe among themselves. Zeus took the sky as his domain. He became the king of the gods and ruled from Mount Olympus, the highest mountain in Greece. Poseidon took the sea. He built a palace under the ocean and ruled over all the waters of the earth. Hades took the underworld, the realm of the dead. He became the ruler of the afterlife, governing the spirits of the deceased. Mount Olympus became the central seat of power for the Olympian gods. Here, the gods would meet in a grand council to discuss and make decisions about the cosmos, human affairs, and other divine matters. The most important Olympian gods, known as the 12 Olympians, held seats in this council. Besides the 6 children of Cronus and Rhea, the council included Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. Apollo, the god of the sun, music, and prophecy. Artemis, the goddess of the hunt and the moon. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare. Hephaestus, the god of fire and craftsmanship. Hermes, the god of travel, commerce, and communication. Ares, the god of war. As the king of the gods, Zeus wielded the mighty thunderbolt, a weapon of immense power crafted by the Cyclopes. His leadership was crucial in maintaining order among both gods and humans. Zeus was known for his wisdom and strength, but he was also infamous for his numerous affairs with goddesses and mortal women, leading to many divine and heroic offspring. Zeus and his fellow Olympians worked together to establish and maintain order in the world. They set laws and customs for both gods and mortals. The gods often intervened in human affairs, offering guidance, bestowing blessings, or delivering punishments when necessary.